it is indeed Shabbat Shalom. Thank you everyone for being here this morning to celebrate Shabbat and also the sweetest bar mitzvah that we have had all year here at Temple Bethel, because this is the bar mitzvah of Noah Brown and Zach Sugar, or as we have been calling it, the Brown Sugar Bar Mitzvah. We are so thrilled to celebrate with the two of you this morning. For those of you who are here every week, and for those of you for whom this is your first time at Temple Bethel, welcome. Our service this morning will be led by Noah and Zach, who will also chant Torah and offer their own interpretations of our sacred text. If you would like to follow along, the words of all of the prayers and the Torah and Haftarah, everything will be projected on the walls. If you are old school and you like to have a siddur or a prayer book in your hand, underneath your seats you can find a prayer book. The page numbers can be found in the bottom right-hand corner of each slide. We invite everyone to participate, whether you know every single word or if this is your first time in a synagogue, that is totally fine. Some lies, offbeat clapping, any way that you want to participate is strongly encouraged. So, with that, we want to ensure that there are no strangers in our midst. So I'm going to invite you to turn to someone behind you, next to you, and wish them a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
And with that, it is my pleasure to invite Zach and Noah to lead us in prayer.
Am I awake? ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvchol meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levadecha vedibarta bam veshivtecha bevetecha uvlechtecha baderech uvshokvecha uvkumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha vehayu letotafot beinenecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hoseiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem.
You have stayed long enough in this place, God said. Time to go forward. Turn your face to the future. Believe that you can cross the sea and survive. Inside you is a Moses. Within you Miriam dances, unafraid. Lift up your voice and sing a new song.
Ya la ya la la ya la la ya la la ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la ya la la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 mi chamocha ba'ilim Adonai mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh norah tehilloto sefele norah tehilloto sefele shira chadasha shivru ge'ulim leshimcha al sfat hayam yachad kulam hodu vehimlichu ve'amu Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Ya la 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 ya la ya la la ya la la ya la la ya la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la ya la la ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 Tzur Yisrael, Kuma be'ezrat Yisrael, Ufedei chinomecha, Yehuda ve'Yisrael. Go'aleinu Adonai tzvaot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
I find meaning in the Giverot because it thanks God for all that God does for us. The prayer starts with the words, "You are forever mighty," which I think means that God will always be strong, not just now or in the past, but always. I think God being strong provides peace and safety in our world, and I think that if God were not strong, people might not believe in God as much. The Giverot lists out God's strengths, like healing the sick, freeing the captive, and lifting up the fallen. As I read these words, I realize just how much God does to help us. It also makes me think about how Judaism teaches that every human being is created in the image of God, which means that maybe we also have the power to help people who are in need. This prayer made me think of a video I had seen online of a person pulling up to a drive-through window and hearing that the person in front of them paid for their order. That person then pays for the car behind them, and so on, creating a chain reaction. I love the idea that one act of kindness can create ripple effects of more and more kindness in the world. In a moment, we will recite the words of the Amidah, which contains the Giverot prayer. As we say these words, I challenge you to think about what you can do to create a little more peace, safety, and kindness in the world. Please rise.
Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. That my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chastei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye Hakol, Atah Rav Lehoshia, Morid Hatal. Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ve'Rofei Cholim, Umatir Hasurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umidom Elach, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה בנאמנת להחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל נקדש את שמך בעולם כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום ככתוב על יד נביאך וקרא זה אל זה ואמר קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלוך כל הארץ כבודו אדירנו אדוני אדוננו מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו אחד הוא אלוהינו הוא אבינו הוא מלכנו הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו ברחמיו לעיני כל חי אני אדוני אלוהיכם ימלוך אדוני לעולם אלוהיך ציון לדור ודור הללויה לדור ודור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת מקדשי שבי שבת כולם יסבהו ויתענגו מטובך שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת למעשה בראשית שבת זכר למעשה בראשית שבת ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת ואורי עונש שבת. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
We now take time for silent prayer.
We now move into our Seder Kriyat HaTorah, our Torah service, in which Noah and Zach will read from the Torah and offer their own reflections on our ancient text. But in order to place the Torah in their hands, we will first recognize the Shalshelet HaKabbalah, the unbroken chain of tradition, the hands that have held our sacred tradition and passed it down from generation to generation until we will place it into your very capable hands this morning. So at this time, I would like to invite the following individuals to the Bima to open our ark: Wendy Grew, Adam Sugar, Jason Sugar. And to undress the Torah, Andrew Sugar and Haley Sugar. For the Sugar family Torah pass, I would like to invite the following individuals to meet us on the bottom right of the bima over here on the left-hand side. Alan Grew, Betty Grew, David Sugar, Paula Sugar, Jared and Jenny Sugar, and of course, Zach. You're going to come take front and center right there. And from the Brown family, Beth Reimer, Kathy Brown, Justin and Rachel Brown, and of course, Noah. I'll invite the congregation to please rise as we open the ark.
כי מציון תצא תורה ודבר אדוני מירושלים. כי מציון תצא תורה ודבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו, תורה לעמו ישראל. ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו.
So Noah and Zach, one of the questions that I often get at a bar mitzvah is an important question about the Torah. And that question is it heavy? Understandable. You know you're going to be carrying it around. You want to know the weight of it. And the truth is, there are some days, like this morning, when you're surrounded by family and friends who have traveled from near and far to celebrate you after years of study and hard work for this celebration, when the Torah will feel so light in your arms. But as we know, there are going to be days when it feels heavy, when the world makes it feel lonely or difficult or challenging to be a Jew in this world. But as you look around this congregation, what's the most important to remember is that on the days of celebration, but also on the days when the Torah feels heaviest, you remember that you are never carrying it alone, that this community is here to help you lift it up, to make the weight a little bit lighter, so that you may find the wisdom and the joy that is embedded in our tradition to help guide you each and every day of your lives. Lador vador nagid godlecha, from generation to generation, we shall praise your name.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Shor
Please be seated. And it's my honor to invite Zach to share a few words about his Torah portion with us.
My Torah portion is Shalach Laha. It is in the book of Numbers. In my Torah portion, Moses sends 12 scouts out of the wilderness to Paran to scout the land of Canaan, what would later be called the land of Israel. They return after 40 days and report their findings to the Israelites. 10 out of the 12 scouts say it is too dangerous to go because the people there are too strong and powerful. The Israelites broke out into loud cries upon hearing this news and were devastated. However, 2 scouts, Joshua and Caleb, disagreed and reassured the Israelites that they will be victorious. Imagine what the Israelites must have felt at that moment. They had overcame so many challenges just to get to that moment. They escaped slavery in Egypt. They had been traveling in the desert for many years, and now they are close enough to the land that they can send scouts into it, only to find out that they will probably be defeated. I understand how frustrated they must have felt, but Caleb and Joshua bring a message that even when something seems impossible, it's important to try. They believed in God and in themselves. Because they believed, they did continue into the land. If they hadn't gone, they never would have reached the land of Israel, and things would be very different for us as Jews today. Even when something might seem impossible, it is important to try because you never know what you might achieve. My Torah portion relates to all of our lives because sometimes we have a goal, like a big project or a test, that might seem impossible at first, but if you don't lose faith and you work hard, you can get it done. Sometimes when I play video games, I get stuck on a level. Instead of giving up, I look up tutorials online and try again and again until I get it. This could also relate to when you go somewhere for the first time or try something new, like going to a new school or going to summer camp for the first time. You might not know anyone there and everything will be new, so it might feel scary. But after some time settles, you'll have friends and the place will be less and less scary until maybe it even feels like home. But with hope or maybe a new power, they eventually overcome the challenge and beat the bad guy. For example, in Avengers Endgame, the Avengers are losing in their fight against Thanos, but they don't give up and a lot of their allies show up to help them defeat him. We can use the lessons in my Torah portion to give us the courage to carry things through and not give up, even when they are difficult or maybe even seem impossible. My Torah portion reminds us that if we don't try, we will never accomplish anything. But if we do try, we might just succeed and do things we never thought possible.
Yasher Koach, Zach, thank you so much for that beautiful Torah. You are now going to read from our sacred text. For our first Aliyah, I'm honored to invite up Paula and David Sugar, Betty and Alan Groom.
I think it's that one. Well done. I remember because it was like the blank part at the very bottom. Come on.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol hamim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayashuvu mitor haaretz miketz 40 yom v'helku vayavo'u el Moshe ve'el Aharon ve'el kol adah B'nai Yisrael, El Midbar, Paran, Kadesha, Vayashivu Otam Davar, Ve'et Kol Ha'edah, Vayarum et Peri Haaretz, Vayasaperu Lo, Vayomeru Banu, El Haaretz Asher Shalaktanu, V'gam Zavat Halav Udvash Hi V'zeh Pirya.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah
Emet, B'chayei Olam Atah Eloheinu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Yasher Koach, Zach. Give Zach a nice big hug, and you're going to come and stand next to Cantor on the other side of the podium. And for our second aliyah, I'll invite Jenny and Jared Sugar.
Baruch Adonai Habarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Efes Kiyaz Ha'am Hayoshev Ba'aretz Ve'he'arim Bitzuro Gedolo Me'od Ve'gam Yilidei Ha'anak Ra'inu Sham Amalek Yoshev Be'eretz HaNegev Ve'hahiti Ve'hayevusi Ve'ha'emori Yoshev Bahar Ve'hakenaani Yoshev Al Hayam Ve'al Yad Hayarden Vayahas Kalev El Et Ha'am El Moshe Vayomer Alo Na'aleh Vayarash Nuotah Ki Akol Nuhal La.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan b'yachdatinu. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Give Zach a nice big hug.
For our third aliyah this morning, we call Zachery to the Torah for the first time by his Hebrew name. Ya'amod, 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 Bar HaMitzvah, Shimshon Meir ben Yared Vizlata Leah, La'aliyah La Torah.
Baruch et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
V'ha'anashim asher alu imo amru lo nuhal la'alo el ha'am ki hazak hu mimenu vayotziu diba ha'aretz asher taru ota el bnei Yisrael lemor ha'aretz asher avarnu va latur ota eretz okelet yoshbeha hi v'chol ha'am asher ra'inu v'toka anshe mido v'sham ra'inu et hanefilim b'nei anak min hanefilim v'vanehi v'einenu kahagavim v'hen ha'inu v'eineihem Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayeh olam nata b'toheinu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher
And
koach.
Mazel tov. Beautifully done, Zach. Well, now the good news, you're going to give your parents another hug, and then you get to go and take a breather, sir. And now Noah will offer a few words of Torah as well.
In my Torah portion, Shalach Leha, God told Moses to send scouts into the promised land of Canaan. Moses selected one leader from each of the 12 tribes of Israel to learn about the people, geography, and fortifications of Canaan. After 40 days, the scouts returned with tales of rich and fertile land. But 10 of the scouts warned that even though the land was bountiful, it was occupied by giant warriors and large and heavily fortified cities. They said that the Israelites would be destroyed if they tried to conquer Canaan, and that they felt small and weak like grasshoppers compared to the inhabitants. Upon hearing this report, the Israelites panicked and said that they should return to Egypt rather than be destroyed in Canaan. However, 2 of the scouts, Joshua and Caleb, disagreed and said that they should not fear conquering the land because God had promised to protect them. This made the Israelites angry, and they threatened to throw stones at Joshua and Caleb. However, Joshua and Caleb did not give in to these threats and remained steadfast. I believe that the central message of this Torah portion is that if something is important to you, you should stand up for your ideas and beliefs, even if others disagree or even threaten you. When the Israelites panicked that God was leading them to destruction and they wanted to return to Egypt, Joshua and Caleb stood by their beliefs that God would fulfill his promise by protecting them, even when the people threatened to harm them. I understand why the Israelites were scared and angry. Often, when we get scared, we express that fear through anger. I remember when I was learning to ride a bicycle, I was scared to go down a big hill, but instead of saying that, I got mad at my dad. The Israelites must have felt similarly. When Joshua and Caleb told them that the fight was not going to be easy, but that they should believe God would ensure their victory, they felt scared. In every battle, even if you win, there are always injuries and casualties. The Israelites were scared of entering into battle and possibly not coming out unscathed. But instead of saying that is how they felt, they expressed that fear through anger pointed at Joshua and Caleb. Had they had been honest about their If they had been, the Israelites were scared to enter into battle and possibly not come out unscathed. But instead of saying that is how they felt, they expressed that fear through anger, pointed at Joshua and Caleb. Had they been honest about their feelings, they might have had a respect for disagreement and listened thoughtfully to everyone's opinion, and then put the issue to a vote. This way, they could have considered why the scouts had such different opinions. I think Joshua and Caleb were extremely brave in standing up to the angry mob. It can be really difficult to stand firm in your opinion when it is different from everyone around you, especially when the majority is angry and on the verge of violence. When you have a different perspective from everyone, you might feel lonely and disappointed. It can be tempting to change your opinion to that of everyone else, to agree and fit in. But Jewish tradition is clear that it is important to listen to all opinions and perspectives. The Talmud, a collection of rabbinical debates about Jewish law, makes a point to include the minority opinion, or the losing side of the argument, as well as the majority opinion. It is a reminder that every person should be treated with respect, even when they have a different perspective, and also that we can learn something from those who think differently than us. My Torah portion reminds me of things I see in the world today. Many I disagree with. Maybe they are scared like the Israelites were and are expressing that fear through anger. Sometimes people are afraid to express their opinions or beliefs because it might make other people angry. But everyone should be able to feel comfortable expressing their opinions, even if they are in the minority like Joshua and Caleb. People should never be threatened for saying what they think or believe. My Torah portion teaches us that we all need to respect each other's ideas and beliefs when we try to resolve disagreements. My Torah portion teaches us that it is important to stand up for our beliefs and ideas even when others disagree with us. At the same time, it is also important to listen to ideas that are different from our own and to be respectful of other perspectives. We can disagree with people without attacking or threatening them. This is something I'm working on myself. My younger brother and I disagree a lot, like all the time. Instead of yelling at each other and calling each other names, if we sat down and listened to each other, we would have a much more peaceful home, and maybe we might even learn something from one another. If everybody treated people they disagree with this way, the world would be a much more peaceful and kind place for everyone.
A beautiful and very relevant Torah. Thank you so much, Noah. So you're going to stay right up here. And you are now going to read from our Sefer Torah, from our Torah scroll. Aliyah. It's my honor to invite up Beth Reimer and Jay and Sharon Weiner.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'charbanu b'kol ha'olamim, natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. Amen. Vatisa kol ha'ida, vayitenu et kolam, vayivku ham b'laylam hahu. Vayilonu al Moshe, va'ahalon kol b'nei Israel, vayomeru alihem kol ha'ida. Lu matnu be'eriv mitraimim ho bam edaber hazeh lu matnu vilama Adonai mevi otanu el ha'aretz hazot linpo bahev nasenu vitapenu yiyu lavas Halo tov lanu shuv mitzrayma.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Hamas tain alam natan b'chalkeinu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Yasher koach. You're going to give Noah a nice big hug and then come stand on the other side of the bima. And for our second aliyah, I'll invite up Rachel and Justin Brown, Josh Brown, Mimi and Cody Wooten, Andy Carlin, and Jordan Brown.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayomeru ish achaniv nitena los v'nashuva mitzrayma. Vayipol Moshe ve'aharon al pneihem livnei kol kehol adat b'nei Israel. V'Yehoshua ben Nun v'Chaleva ben Yafuneh min hatarim et haaretz kai'u bigdeihem. Vayomeru el kol adat b'nei Israel lemor ha'aretz asher avanu la Torah ota Torat et ha'aretz me'od me'od.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Yasher koach. This little guy did the best job of all. You're going to give Noah a nice big hug, and then you're going to come stand on the other side of the bima.
For our final aliyah to the Torah this morning, we call Noah for the first time by his Hebrew name to the Torah. Ya'amod, 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 Bar HaMitzvah, Noach David ben Yaakov v'Rachel, la'aliyah la Torah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Im hafetz banu Adonai v'chevi otanu el ha'aretz hazot untana lanu eretz asher hi zavat halov udvas. Ak ba Adonai el ha'timrodu vatem el tuom et am haaretz ki lamenu heim sa zizlem me'alehem va Adonai otanu el Timrodu Vayomeru Kohaida Lilgom Autam Ba'avanim Ukvod Ni'a Adonai Ni'a Ba'ohel Moed El Kol B'nei Israel Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nata lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata b'tohenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher koach
and mazel tov, no? You go give your parents or your family a nice big hug, and then you can take a seat. On this day of celebration, we also take a moment with our sacred text, with the Torah in our midst, to offer prayers of healing and wholeness for those who are sick in our lives and for those who are in strife and in pain in the world. We, of course, this Shabbat, for the second Shabbat in a row, are particularly thinking of our brothers and sisters in Israel who are under siege at the moment, and we think of every human being who has been affected by this conflict, who are just searching for some peace and wholeness to live their lives as healthy and productive human beings. We join together in our prayer for the people of Israel. Our
God and God of our ancestors, we ask your blessing for the people of Israel. Source of life, Makor HaChaim, bless and protect those who defend the land, guide them safely home. Holy and Blessed One, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, grant Israel's leaders wisdom and courage as they pursue peace with strength and compassion. Freer of captives, Matir Asurim, safely return all who are kidnapped without further loss of innocent life. Master of compassion, Baal Harachamim, help us hold the pain and suffering of both the Israeli and Palestinian peoples. Teach us to walk your path of peace, turning fear into trust, conflict into understanding, and weapons into tools for building. Lead us to a future where no nation lifts a sword against another, and war is no more.
We also turn our thoughts to those in our lives who are in need of a little bit of shlemut, of wholeness, of healing. On our screens, we're sharing the names of individuals in our community that we are thinking of this Shabbat morning. If there's someone in your life who's in need of healing, I invite you to share their name as my eyes meet yours.
Shira Klein. Mi shebeirach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi shebeirach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We will now return our Torah to the Ark. I will invite up at this time Travis and Jordan Brown and to open our Ark and to dress our Torah, Asher Brown. Please rise.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la, ya la la la. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la ya la la, ya la la. Etz chaim hi lama chazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chonetivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh yameinu kekedem.
Please be seated. I'll invite Zach and Noah to come join us. So in a moment, Zach and Noah will read from our Haftarah portion, which is a selection from the Book of Prophets. Now, our Haftarah portion often draws on themes or language present in our Torah portion. Sometimes the connections are very clear, and other times they are shaky at best. You kind of got to squint to see the connection. But in this week's, the connection between the Haftarah portion and the Torah portion is very clear. As Zach and Noah taught us, Shlach Lecha tells the story of the 12 spies sent by Moses into the land of Canaan to scout out the land. In the Haftarah portion, we read about two spies who Joshua, Moses' predecessor, sends into the land. They encounter a woman named Rachav, who literally and metaphorically lives on the margins of society. And in exchange for her and her household safety, Rachav agrees to assist the spies, leading to a riveting story of subterfuge, trickery, and unlikely heroes. Both stories explore what it means to have faith, to be brave, and to take a chance in order to create a better future.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bahar, bin bi'im tovim, baratza b'divrehem, hane emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai, haboher b'torah, uv Moshe avdo, uv Yisrael amo, uvin v'yeh ha'emet. Vatzedek.
Amen.
Vaye Amar Lemelech Yeriho Lemor Hine Anashim Ba'u Heina Halayla Mi B'nei Yisrael Lakpor Et Haaretz Vayishla Melech Yeriho El Rahav Lemor Hotzii Ha'anashim Habaim Elaik Asher Ba'u Levete Ki Lakpor Et Kol Haaretz Ba'u.
Someone told the king of Jericho that some Israelites had just came that night to spy out the country. So he sent word to Rahab, "The men who have just arrived in your house have come to spy out the whole country. Bring them out."
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, sor kol haolamim, sadik b'kol hadarot, ha'el hane'eman, ha'omer be'oseh, hamdaber kayem, shekol devarav, emet v'tzedek, al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah, ve'al ha'nevi'im, ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh, shenatat lanu, Adonai Eloheinu, litushav limnuha, lihavod ol tifaret, al ha'kol Adonai Eloheinu, anachnu modim lak, Uvarhim otah, Yiparak shimha, Befi kol hai, Tamid le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Yasher koach.
Yasher koach. Noah, I will invite you to go take a seat. So as we will now transition to hearing a few words of gratitude from both Zach and then Noah, thanking all of the folks who have helped you to reach this moment.
I would first like to thank everyone for coming. It makes today so much more special because all my friends and family from near and far are here to celebrate with me. Mazel tov to my bar mitzvah partner, Noah. We both have worked very hard for this day and you did an awesome job. For my mitzvah project, I chose to work with Ronald McDonald House. Ronald McDonald House provides comfort, care, and support for families with children who are sick around the world. I gathered snacks and food for the Ronald McDonald House in Charlotte. My mitzvah project supports the Jewish value of kahila, which means community. I hope that my mitzvah project helps the families of sick children feel support of the community. I would like to thank Andrew Rodniski, Rabbi Erdheim, Rebecca Levy, and all my tutors for helping me prepare for today. You helped me study and learn everything that I've done today, so thank you. Next, I would like to thank my friends who have came from near and far, my school friends, my Sunday school friends, and my summer camp friends, some of whom came from out of town. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules and vacations to celebrate with me. Next, I would like to thank Grandma and Papa and Nana and Zeta for being here today. I'm so grateful to have all four of my grandparents in my life. A special thank you to Zeta, who is recovering from surgery but still made sure to be here. I'm also so glad to have my aunts, uncles, and cousins who came here from Seattle and Chicago. Extra thanks to Uncle Andrew, who has a newborn home. We miss Aunt Ariel and my new cousin Olivia. I can't wait to meet her in August. Haley, thank you for being there for me. I'm so grateful to have you not only as a sibling, but also as a friend. It's your turn to be up here in a year and a half, so get ready. Most importantly, I would like to thank my mom and dad. You have both worked so hard to make this weekend perfect. I may not say it enough, but I really appreciate you both. Thank you for all the ways you take care of me and support me throughout my life. Mom and Dad, please join me on the bima.
Zachery, we're so proud of you and we're so thrilled to celebrate you today. There's a saying that the squeaky wheel gets the grease, which means that sometimes the other wheels, the ones that are low maintenance, that are kind, and that are a pleasure to be around, don't get too much attention. We are so glad that today you get the attention and celebration you deserve. You might not be the showiest kid or a kid with walls full of medals and trophies, but you are an exceptional person, a wonderful son, brother, and friend who deserves a day in the spotlight. Your mother and I aren't big social media posters and don't usually brag about our kids, but today we'll make an exception. A couple of months ago, we received an out-of-the-blue email from one of your teachers. Here's part of what it said. I just wanted to take a moment to share how wonderful it has been having Zach in my class. From the very first day, he consistently demonstrated excellent behavior, was respectful to his peers, and approached his studies with a positive attitude. He has good work ethic and consistently brings his best. It's students like him who remind me why I love teaching. Thank you for raising such a wonderful child. The letter truly sums you up.
Today we celebrate your bar mitzvah as you enter Jewish adulthood. On the one hand, 13 seems like an arbitrary age to start adulthood. But thinking about the past year, it makes sense. We really have seen such maturity and growth from you. You've tackled your bar mitzvah studying with little complaint and have prepared diligently. We've seen you enjoy your friends' celebrations, and you've enthusiastically helped with all the planning. We've really seen you grow. You've demonstrated the wonderful, responsible, and kind person that you are. We know that you will continue to amaze us. Earlier today, you talked about the Jewish value of community. Shalom Park has been such an incredible hub of community for our family. It is so important, especially in this heavily online time and in this time of so much cultural divisiveness, to have community. We know the importance that community has in your life. Today, along with your family, you're being celebrated by your friends from school, from Sunday school, and from Camp Barney. We know that you will continue to value community in the years ahead, and we can't wait to see your journey continue. We're so proud of you, and we love you so much.
And we will now hear a few words of gratitude from Noah.
I would like to thank everybody for coming and sharing this special day with me. I'm grateful for everyone's support and love as I reach this milestone. And Zach, thank you for sharing this day with me. Mazel tov for a job well done. For my Mitzvah project, I volunteered as a karate teacher assisting helping younger children learn karate for the past 2 years. This experience taught me patience and the value of helping others. I am very grateful to have learned these skills from my Mitzvah project, and I know they will guide me as a Jewish adult. I would like to thank everybody who has helped me get here today. I appreciate the time and effort everyone has put into making this a special day. Thank you, Rabbi Orenhan, for helping me with my speeches. Thank you, Cantor Ryzinski and Barbara Feld, for helping me learn the service prayers and the chanting of my Torah portion. I'm also very grateful for all the friends and family who have taken the time to celebrate with me on this special day, especially those who have traveled from California, Colorado, and Tennessee and Maryland. Thank you to my grandparents for being such an important part of my life. Grandma Brown, I always love going I always love going to visit you in Baltimore and making cookies together. Mama and Papa, I love spending time with you when we go out to dinner together. Thank you to all my siblings, Josh, Jordan, Mimi, Andy, and Asa. Thank you for always being there for me through my best and worst times. I know I can always count on you. And lastly, Mom and Dad, thank you for everything you do for me, from taking me to school to cooking me dinner, and for loving and encouraging me in everything I do, but particularly to become a bar mitzvah. Mom and Dad, please join me on the bema.
Noah, Mazel Tov. We are so proud of how you did today, leading the congregation in prayer. You put a lot of hard work in preparing for this day, and we know that you would have rather been doing other things.
We know that because you complained almost every night before and after you practiced your Torah portion. Sometimes you followed us around the house practicing as loudly and disruptively as possible. And you even came into our bedroom to practice next to our bed in the dark after we had gone to sleep at 2 a.m. That actually happened. And it was actually quite funny.
We believe that one day you will look back on this experience of becoming a bar mitzvah with nostalgia, a sense of reflection, and maybe even think of it as being a little fun. But you still have a lot of hard work to do.
This is just your first step towards becoming a Jewish adult, being responsible for your actions, treating others with kindness and respect, even when you're hungry, tired, or upset, repairing the world so that you leave it better for future generations, and standing to count yourself as a Jew, even when it feels scary to do so.
Noah, we are so proud of the person you are becoming. We've seen you grow not just in knowledge, but in kindness and empathy for others. You are kind and respectful to your friends, classmates, teachers, and every dog you meet, especially golden retrievers. You won a citizenship award at school for taking care of all the school plants. But what really impressed us was that you continued to do it even after your friends stopped doing it with you.
You stuck with your karate all the way to a black belt, and then you paid it forward by volunteering your time to pass some of your knowledge to younger students. You're certainly a bright guy, but it's your humor and grit, that combination of toughness and perseverance, that will allow you to overcome life's obstacles and voyage to destinations of your dreams. Noah, may your life be filled with all the happiness of a Fortnite victory royale.
May you love and be loved with all the unconditional enthusiasm of Tebow, your golden retriever.
May you gain the wisdom of Yoda, determination of Frodo, bravery of Samwise, and kindness and compassion of Obi-Wan.
Noah, lift others up and be part of creating a community where people support one another. Be the kind of person who brings others to the table.
Be kind, work hard, and learn from everyone, especially from your own mistakes.
And always remember that we will always love you, no matter what, forever.
Invite Jenny and Jared back up. And I'll invite the congregation to please rise as we open the ark. Zachery and Noah. Today is a celebration of so much more than just reaching a milestone. Today, we celebrate the incredible effort, dedication, and heart that each of you has poured into this process. We are so proud of all the work that you have done to prepare for this moment. Learning your Torah portions, leading us in prayer, embracing your responsibilities as young Jewish adults. But even more than your accomplishments today, we celebrate the people you are becoming. Kind, thoughtful, and compassionate. The two of you truly are mensches. Noah, whether you are running cross-country, tending to plants in the garden club, or practicing karate with focus and discipline, you move through the world with energy and intention. You balance quiet strength with joy and your love of nature and curiosity about how things grow, whether in the soil or in your own heart, show a maturity beyond your years. Zach, your sense of humor and your boundless enthusiasm light up every room you enter. They draw people to you and make you a natural leader. But true leadership isn't just about being the center of attention. It's about the example you set. Because people, your friends, your sister, everyone around you looks up to you and watches you. Use it wisely, with kindness and integrity, and you'll inspire others not just to follow, but to grow. As you both taught us in this week's Torah portion, Shlachacha, we hear the story of 12 scouts sent to explore the land of Canaan. 10 of them return with fear in their voices, but 2, Joshua and Caleb, speak with courage and conviction. They all see the same challenges, but Joshua and Caleb respond with faith, with confidence in themselves, in their people, and in what's possible. Zach and Noah, my blessing for you is this. May you always carry the bravery and confidence of Joshua and Caleb in your hearts. May you never back down from a challenge, not because it will always be easy, but because you will know you are never alone. Whatever obstacle lies ahead, remember that you are surrounded by people who believe in you. Your family, your parents standing right behind you, your friends, and your synagogue community. May you always have the strength to see not just what is, but what could be, and the courage to help build it. Mazel tov. We are so proud of both of you. It's my honor at this time, Cantor Rodnitsky and I will offer the oldest blessing that we have in the Jewish tradition, Birkat Kohanim, the priestly benediction. Our congregation has an important part to play. Cantor Rodnitsky will chant the Hebrew, then I will offer an English translation, and then as a congregation we will say, Ken Yehi Ratzon. Oh, we've got a couple of ringers out there. Good job. All right, you ready?
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ken Yehi Ratzon. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka.
May the light of God shine unto you and through you, and may God be gracious to you.
Ken Yehi Ratzon. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yaseim lecha shalom. Shalom.
In the many, many journeys that lie ahead of you, may you always feel the support and love and comfort of your community, of your family, of your people, and may God bless you with the greatest gift of all, that of shalom, of peace.
Ken Yehi Ratzon.
Amen.
Amen.
Mazel tov. We return to our service with the words of Aleinu L'Shabeach.
Aleinu leshabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yihye Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
We take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us, but whose memories have shaped us, and we continue to hold them in our hearts each and every day of our lives. As I say the name of your loved one, I invite you to please rise. Our congregation mourns the loss of Sandra Sandy Skipper.